Hi, good afternoon. I'm Augustus. My colleagues will be here momentarily.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, here they are. Let me introduce you to Ms. Colin Woodrow. And this is Miss. And this is Miss Clara Lawrence.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi.
How was your trip?
It's lovely. Your country is beautiful.
Thank you.
We start by saying it's been a
As you
pleasure.
see, my colleagues are not here. They have a fever. They need to stay at home. So we can do it by your own, or we can reschedule this meeting for a few days if you agree, because we like to be. Oh.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Bob Augustus. Thank you.
Do you like it here?
And I'm Miss Clara Lawrence.
See?
You feel better?
Again, I'm Bob Augustus, and I'm the Senior Manager of Strategic Planning. And my colleagues and I would like to say that it's been a pleasure to be here in your country. We'd first like to begin with some issues that we would like to discuss. We would begin with an issue that will be discussed by my colleague Clara Lawrence, and I'll turn it over to her.
First of all, I want to say that it was a pleasure getting to know your culture and viewing the land. It was just such a beautiful country, and I found the perfect place that we can put our building if we continue to do business. First of all, I want to show you the area. I printed out a map of exactly where the site would be. And as you can see, it's right off the coast of, near the seaport of Penang, yes, where there's the airport is close, the exports of the boats are there, they're close, so that way we have access to imports and exports of our goods. The second information that I found about Kedah is the infrastructure. I found out that it was, you have up-to-date roads and highways and byways. That way we're able to get our materials in there to build our building, and it'll be easier. It won't slow down our time with time constraints. Also, like I said, the airport is close by. That's why I picked that area. Plus, it was in the free zones of your country. Also, as I was looking into your telecommunications, your country is linked globally, which is very good for us since we're based in the U.S. and other countries. So that way we are able to communicate not only with the people in Malaysia, but with our other companies. It was just a win-win, and I feel as though if we are able to access the land near the Penang seaport, it would just be a great opportunity for us to build and continue to grow with the people of Malaysia. However, one concern was you have an environmental group movement that's starting up because of all the trees being cut down, and I thought one of the reasons, if we can try to resolve that, would be that usually when we build a building in another country or in America, we usually like to leave surrounding trees. That way we're not cutting down complete areas that we're not going to even use. So if you could think about that, and maybe if we can get in contact with some of this, environmentalists, so we won't have any issues with them, trying to deter us, that we are trying to save some of the forests. And that's basically what I have. It's a beautiful country.
Yes.
It's a beautiful place, and we would like to continue to do business with you.
Why not Penang is a very good area for business and for import-exporters also. So our roads are not so bad, how you think, but we can deal for Penang area, maybe near the airport or something like that.
So let me clarify. You said you don't like the area that we chose, or you do?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
Great.
Thank you.
Moving on to another one of our issues, I'd like to discuss the availability of at least 100 Malaysian high-tech workers, including engineers, operations analysis, human resource consultants, and experienced accountants. Do you think this can be available to us?
Maybe not over 100 people, but we can deal to, if you can, to bring maybe 50, 60 Americans, maybe 50, 60 people to our country, and we can find highly educated people.
Highly skilled workers are few and far between, and their wages are quite high because there are a few of them, but we have plenty of semi-skilled workers who would be willing to train and learn the ways of the company. And we've also come up with the idea that maybe 50-50, half of the workers could be Malaysian and the other half could be brought in from the United States.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you have 50 available to us right now, right? What about the possibility, can you assure us that by the time we start construction, which is in about 5 years, do you think you could possibly have us up to 100 by then?
By then, for sure, yes.
And then you could have us up to 100 workers, skilled workers?
Yes.
Okay, and I guess that's fine. And it'll be that time frame.
Would you be able to guarantee us that and put that in writing, that you would definitely guarantee us 100 skilled workers by then?
I think it's, yes, I think in 5 years it's very likely. The education is expanding, and there are training facilities in our area, and there are plenty of semi-skilled people, and I'm sure that in 5 years many of them will have gained more skills.
Very good. And continuing on from that topic, we will now go into the cost of labor and what we are willing to pay as far as pay wages for these workers. We have budget that we are willing to pay unskilled laborers an average of $500 per month. and semi-skilled labor workers, we are willing to pay an average of $600 per month. Skilled labor, we are willing to pay an average of $900 per month. How does this sound to you?
As we said, we will have prepared and skilled employees in 5 years, that's for sure. So we can start maybe 80,000 per year for employee.
Well, again, I like to emphasize that we already have a budget in place. And because we're allowing you this time, because we really want to do business here in Malaysia, we feel as though this should be adequate enough for you, given the time that we're giving you to get these workers in place. That should be sufficient, and that shouldn't hinder us from moving forward. So we would like to stick with the budget that we do have planned and keep with the average wage that we have agreed upon.
Are your wages in U.S. dollars or Malaysian dollars?
Malaysian dollars.
And also, you could think of it like this: we're going to start you off at $70,000, but who's to say, because we grossed $17.5 billion throughout our other companies, who's to say that it will not increase over time? So, I mean, that could be a starting point, and then we can open up to renegotiations later if we can produce the amount that we need to increase our productivity.
And
So-
the fact that we're giving you the 5 years extra to get these workers skilled is also saying that they probably would not have that much experience. So we want to start them off at 70,000, and as they progress, we could, we can negotiate later on to increase it.
And is this the 70,000? Is this for the semi-skilled or the highly skilled? I think I need to talk to somebody, my colleague for a minute.
That's fine.
plan, you told us that you would be willing to pay $900 a month, and then you said 70,000 per year starting. $900 a month doesn't equal 70. I can't do this. I'm sorry. It doesn't equal 70,000 a year. I'm confused. Could you please clarify?
Well, again, we said a skilled labor would be average of $900 a month. So you're not
And
even,
you said something
What
about,
is the starting point per year? It's seven.
you said 70,000.
70,000 total for our budget.
So that's per worker.
No, that's what's in our budget to get this operation going.
I was very confused.
That's the biggest concern right now, because we thought that it will be 70,000 per employee per year.
Now
What is
that, and I mean, like I said before, you have to think about it. That's just the starting point. The more productivity and the more successful this company is in Malaysia, the more, the better chances are pay raises. And, that's with any business. I mean, if we do well, the workers do well. If we don't do well, the workers don't do well. I mean, that's just the name of the game.
But there are so few skilled workers that they won't work for the company if they're being paid far less than the average of the country, or than the minimum of what most people make in the country.
So we also want you to keep in mind that we know that you're trying to attract company like ours to your country. And if we find it best fit here to allow our company to be established, it will not only benefit us, but it will also benefit you. We know that it will attract more of your Malaysian citizens to stay here and not have to travel abroad looking for jobs. And also it will attract other companies. Keep in mind that we're a company that we're globally already. So we are very competitive in the global market. So we have to look at this as a future standpoint as well as the right now. So again, as my colleague said, we will be willing to renegotiate furthermore in the future that could possibly increase salary for these skilled workers once we get our company rolling. So just keep that in mind, and don't let this be a deterrent. And also, just to let you know that there are other countries who we have been looking at, such as Thailand, which is also a great fit for us. However, we, as my colleague pointed out earlier, we love the infrastructure here that is already well developed. Your free zone is remarkable for our company. So by saying that, please understand that this is just a start. So it's a start to a bright future for all of us. It's a win-win for you as well as for us.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let this be a hindrance, because this will only progress in the future.
Yeah, we appreciate it, but still we don't understand this about the employees and their salaries, because they will have.
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Do you have like proper documentation that will show us that the plan put in place to have skilled workers by the time, in the time frame we gave you is logical? Do you have documentation?
No, we don't have, but 5 years is fairly enough to have highly skilled people for all those jobs.
What was when you crunched the numbers, what did it come to?
For the 900 per month coming out per year, about 10,800 a year.
Okay, compared to, and then you total them all up, and then it would be the 70,000.
Right, 70. You said 70,000 was your total budget for all the workers. But that would only be the wage for 10 highly paid workers.
70,000.
Eight per year. 70,000 was your budget for all the workers.
And that again, what's your budget?
Right.
We really don't want this to be a hindrance, so we're gonna try to do our best and to settle this dispute or this situation that arose. You are concerned, I see, about your salary for your employees, but again, I want you to consider what it would be like for the future, not just for right now. So really think about this being a hindrance. And again, as I emphasize that we have looked at Thailand, and they are willing to accept this salary that we're offering to you. But again, your infrastructure is great, and we really want to be here. So please reconsider and understand.
Can I ask how much do you think we should pay? What do you suggest?
Typically the highly skilled ones in our country, because there are so few of them, around 70 or 80,000 is like the lowest salary
70 or 80,000
per year. It's the low salary that for the highly skilled workers.
And I know that it's hard to find highly skilled workers. And we know that's a big issue. That's what
In
we
Malaysian dollars.
In Malaysian dollars, and I know that's the big problem. But also, you know that you have a lot of unskilled and semi-skilled that will become probably making up the majority of the 100 workers that you're going to be giving us. You might want to think about it that way as well, because you might not get but 10 or maybe 7 highly skilled workers that will have to train and manage the other Malaysian workers, if you think about that from a management standpoint as well.
And we can also look at the colleges of the recent graduates who could possibly work at maybe a little bit higher than what you're negotiating, but lower than the average of them.
There's no sense to go under the 75,000. We'll have prepared people for in the future. So under
70,000.
75, it will be okay with us.
Okay, we could probably do 75, considering we reduced the time given to get these workers. We could do 75 in 3 years. Can we do that?
Yes.
3 years.
Okay.
Based upon what we discussed today, there's a memorandum of understanding that we would like to have signed amongst each and every one of us here today. And this will solidify what we've talked about and discussed today and agreed upon. So without further ado, we will
I
sign.
have one more question for you on the proposition, if you're interested about independent area for some training centers, if you want to invest to finish in 3 years, to have prepared people, highly skilled people in 3 years. You're interested?
Penang has a very large number of training facilities and training areas, and thus people who are training and building on their skills.
So what is your proposition?
That we will definitely have in 3 years
Oh,
enough
okay.
skilled people.
Okay. That's great. That there's a lot of training facilities in Penang. That's where we want to be, and that's where we want, that's the best place for us to be. As you can see by signing the memorandum, that will guarantee that you have our 100 workers and all the issues that we talked talked about today, as well as, you know, opening up for further,
No, that they can be propositioned for the future.
Right.
Yes.
open up a long-term communication from our business to your country.
This could be the start of something good. So without further ado, we'll see.
We'll read one more again. Sure. Fine.
What is this? 50,000?
Right here.
Thank you for making that correction.
Right here is where we at, down here, 75,000.
75,000.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Ten, right? So just give you
The $900 per month is
the last section was, is still, as we increased it to 75,000 in the 3 years, this has to be adjusted. So really, this will be further adjusted after we have.
Okay. Yes,
already-
right.
Yeah.
And if you still have any other questions, like I said, this is only the beginning. And, you know, there's gonna be plenty more, meetings and, between the two, so feel free to use our contact numbers and contact information, if anything else.
So in closing, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure meeting with you, and we want to further adventures with you. Thank you. Yeah, awesome.
Now can you give me back my cards?
Bank of America.
Oh,
Yeah, that's me.